She doesn't play games. Her words will tell you exactly what she wants if you know how to listen. When it comes to attraction, most men think they need to decode 100 signals, but the truth is far simpler. A woman who is genuinely interested in intimacy will never hide it completely. She will drop hints in her words, her tone, her timing, and her presence. You don't need guesswork. You just need awareness and confidence. It starts with paying attention to what she says and how she says it. Notice the way she leans in closer when she talks, the subtle touches that linger, or the way she laughs at your jokes more than usual. These are not accidents. They're small, conscious signals that tell you she feels safe, connected, and open to more. Confidence isn't just about making the move, it's about reading the invitation she's already giving. Next, understand the power of curiosity. Asking questions that spark openness isn't manipulation, it's communication. When you listen intently and respond genuinely, you create a space where attraction flows naturally. Women respect men who notice the unspoken, who understand context, and who don't overcomplicate desire with pressure or games. Finally, recognize clarity. If she wants to be with you, her words and actions will align. There won't be confusing mixed signals or endless waiting. Respect her honesty, respect her boundaries, and respond with equal honesty and calm assurance. When you meet interest with confidence, hesitation disappears and connection becomes effortless. The key is simple. Pay attention, respect signals, act with confidence. She'll tell you exactly what she wants, not in code, but in her natural, undeniable way. All you have to do is notice, understand, and respond without overthinking. That's how you turn attraction into reality. Traction often hides in the smallest details, the kind that most men overlook because they're looking for loud, obvious signs. Yet the truth is, a woman's genuine interest rarely screams, it whispers. It shows in the way her eyes linger a little longer, how her tone shifts when she speaks to you, or the subtle ways she leans in when the conversation deepens. These are not coincidences or accidents. They are conscious, unconscious invitations, small signals that reveal curiosity, comfort, and desire. Learning to notice these signals is a skill that separates men who are perceptive from those who are oblivious. It's about being present, attentive, and genuinely aware of the energy she radiates. When a woman wants something more than just conversation, it is often expressed not in bold declarations, but in these quiet, telling moments. A slight touch on your arm, a playful tease, or the way she mirrors your gestures, these are all messages in plain sight for those who are paying attention. The key is not to overanalyze or misinterpret, but to observe with clarity, to understand that these subtle signs are not just flirtation, they are communication. Developing this awareness transforms the way you interact because it allows you to respond appropriately with confidence and respect. Instead of guessing or making assumptions, you recognize the invitations she's already giving and you match them with your own energy. Over time, noticing and understanding these small details builds a deeper sense of connection, trust, and mutual attraction. It's a reminder that attraction isn't a complex puzzle. It's a conversation written in gestures, tones, and actions. When you pay attention to the whispers, the signals, and the little things that matter, you step into a space where desire flows naturally. It's not about manipulation or overthinking. It's about seeing clearly and responding with confidence. Those who master this art understand that real attraction starts with awareness, with the ability to notice what is often invisible to the untrained eye and to honor it with presence, curiosity, and respect. Connection and attraction are built as much in the way you listen as in the way you speak. Asking questions isn't just about filling silence, it's about creating a space where she feels seen, understood, and valued. When a man listens attentively without rushing to respond or impress, He signals respect and curiosity, two qualities that naturally draw people closer. Genuine curiosity allows you to pick up on nuances in her words, the subtle hints about her desires, her moods, and her intentions. It's in the way she describes her day, the stories she chooses to share, and the emotions she reveals that her interest becomes clear. Listening with intention transforms ordinary conversation into an unspoken dialogue of attraction. It's not about interrogating or forcing intimacy. It's about noticing, remembering, and responding to the details she provides. When you ask thoughtful questions, you encourage openness, and that openness naturally builds trust. Women, like anyone, are drawn to people who make them feel understood, and attention is the ultimate signal of interest. Curiosity combined with active listening allows you to interpret the unspoken, the pauses, the smiles, the lingering looks, and to act on them confidently. This is where perception meets action. The more attuned you are to what she expresses, the clearer the path becomes to respond in ways that match her energy and interest. By listening deeply, you create an environment where desire can be expressed naturally, without confusion or guessing games. You learn to see the difference between casual conversation and meaningful signals, and you learn to honor those signals with your own presence. Over time, this approach develops a sense of emotional intelligence that cannot be faked. It's what allows a man to navigate attraction with subtlety and authenticity, turning everyday interactions into moments of connection that are compelling and magnetic. When you combine curiosity with active listening, you unlock a way to understand her intentions without pressure, without assumptions, and without overthinking, allowing desire and intimacy to unfold organically. It's not a trick, it's the art of communication done right, the kind that naturally leads to attraction and mutual understanding, showing her that you notice, care, and can meet her on the same level of openness. Confidence is the bridge between noticing attraction and acting on it. Many men miss opportunities not because the signals aren't there, but because hesitation clouds their judgment. True confidence doesn't come from trying to impress or force a situation. It comes from understanding the signals, trusting your perception, and responding with calm assurance. When a woman expresses interest, overtly or subtly, it's your clarity and self assurance that turn that interest into connection. Confidence is shown in the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, and the way you respond to her cues without overthinking or second guessing. It's in the timing of your words, the calmness in your energy, and the decisiveness of your actions. Hesitation, on the other hand, creates doubt, not just in yourself, but in the way she perceives your interest. The key is to match her energy without overwhelming it, to show certainty while remaining respectful. Acting with confidence doesn't mean rushing. It means knowing when to move forward and when to let the moment breathe. Clarity and confidence go hand in hand. When you understand the signals she's giving and respond appropriately, attraction flows naturally and tension transforms into connection. Confidence also means being comfortable with your own intentions and desires without needing validation. It's about being present in the moment, reading her cues, and responding with integrity and authenticity. This self assured approach communicates more than words ever could. It tells her you notice, you understand, and you can meet her energy without overcomplicating it. Confidence isn't arrogance, it's the ability to act decisively while respecting her space and intentions. Over time, this balance creates a magnetic presence, one that invites her in rather than pushes her away. By pairing awareness with clarity, a man doesn't just hope for attraction. He creates an environment where it unfolds naturally, effortlessly, and respectfully. In essence, confidence is not about forcing desire. It's about embodying the certainty that she can feel and respond to, turning subtle interest into undeniable connection, and ensuring that every action aligns with intention, presence, and authenticity. Respect and alignment are the foundation of every meaningful connection, especially when it comes to attraction. True intimacy doesn't thrive on confusion, mixed signals, or games. It grows when words, actions, and intentions are consistent and clear. A woman who is genuinely interested will naturally align what she says with what she does, and noticing this alignment is crucial. It's not about overanalyzing or trying to force outcomes. It's about seeing clearly and responding appropriately. Respect comes first because no connection can flourish without it. Respect means acknowledging her boundaries, honoring her comfort, and valuing her honesty. It means understanding that attraction is a two-way street. Both parties must feel safe, heard, and appreciated. Alignment amplifies this respect because when her actions match her words, it removes doubt and allows a man to act with confidence. This clarity creates space for genuine interaction, where both people can be authentic without hesitation or pretense. Observing alignment also teaches patience and discernment. When signals are consistent, you can respond naturally and decisively without needing to guess or pressure. It's a powerful reminder that desire doesn't have to be complicated. When respect guides your actions and alignment guides your perception, attraction flows organically. Responding in this way not only strengthens the connection, but also demonstrates emotional intelligence, maturity, and awareness, qualities that are deeply magnetic. It's about meeting her where she is, recognizing her interest, and honoring it with thoughtful, confident action. By valuing clarity and alignment, a man ensures that his intentions are understood and that the connection is built on trust and authenticity. Ultimately, this approach transforms interactions from fleeting encounters into meaningful experiences where both people feel seen, respected, and connected. When you combine respect, awareness, and alignment, you step into a space where desire is not forced but naturally expressed, creating a dynamic of mutual attraction that is effortless, magnetic, and sustainable. It is this balance of attention, respect, and authentic response that allows attraction to not only exist, but to thrive, ensuring that connection is real, intentional, and unmistakably clear. If you want, I can now write the full concluding paragraph, tying all four keynotes together into a powerful, inspirational speech ready for delivery. Attraction is never a mystery when you learn to see clearly, listen deeply, act with confidence, and honor respect and alignment. It begins with awareness, recognizing the subtle signals she gives, the quiet gestures and words that reveal her interest. From there, genuine curiosity and attentive listening create connection, showing her that you notice, understand, and value her. Confidence transforms this awareness into action, allowing you to respond decisively without hesitation or overthinking, meeting her energy naturally. And through respect and alignment, every interaction becomes authentic, clear, and magnetic, building trust and opening the door for intimacy. When you combine these four principles, attraction no longer relies on guesswork or chance. It becomes a natural flow of connection, desire, and mutual understanding. By seeing, listening, responding, and honoring her signals, you create an environment where both people can express themselves freely, confidently, and authentically. In the end, it's not about tricks, games, or manipulation. It's about mastering awareness, communication, and presence so that when she wants to take the next step, her words, actions, and intentions leave no doubt, and you are ready to meet them with clarity, confidence, and respect.